we're here in Philadelphia with Warren Levicoff, who was hired by the KMT think tank back in 2004 to comment on the pictures and video of the 319 case. So I've asked him to look at the picture of the windshield hole from the TVBS video. So he's going to comment on it now. Okay, you can show it to the camera, and if you like, when you're ready, I'll zoom in.
This is the first time that I've seen this particular photograph. The other photos were neither as clear, as sharp, or as close to the bullet hole as this one. But this photograph that I'm looking at right here is proof positive that the
Turn it more.
That the bullet that hit the president came from. I'm sorry, this is the bullet that hit the one that went through the windshield is the one that hit the vice president, not the one that hit the president.
Right.
The one that hit the vice president did not come from outside the Jeep and through the windshield to hit her in her leg. This bullet that went through this windshield was fired from inside the Jeep or from behind the Jeep, and it went through from rear to front, as is indicative of the cone shape that the bullet made when it went through the glass. This is not speculative. This is proven by the fact that bullets always do the same when going through glass. And this one is quite obvious that it came from inside the Jeep and went out, as opposed to coming from outside the Jeep going in.
Can you describe the cone shape as a crater?
As a crater would be the same.
Yeah, okay. Would you like to comment on would Dr. Henry Lee be able to notice that when he looked at it magnifying?
Anyone, you don't need a magnifying glass to see what there is to see in this photograph. You generally would need a magnifier or a loupe, a magnifying glass, when you have much thinner glass and a much smaller hole. A 22 caliber hole through a piece of window pane, you might need a loupe. But this crater is so deep that there's no way that you can possibly see it without the need of any optical enhancements.
Yeah, can you just point to the cone-shaped crater, like one more time? Yeah, so that's the cone shape.
Correct.
Yeah, it's clear. That could be done by any type of projectile, not necessarily a bullet, right?
That's correct.
So, and would you say that this cone shape is more obvious or less obvious than bullet hole?
I can't tell you what made the hole. I can only tell you that a projectile went through this glass from rear to front. As to what the projectile was, I can't tell you.
Okay, thank you.